Going live. Couple of seconds and there we go. Right, so hello. So we're going to look at some of the grade 1 stuff again. These sessions hopefully are quite useful because also it means you have to practice. Yes. Follow along and you will be practicing the stuff you need to do. So that's really, really cool. So let's have a look at the C major scale first of all. Not going to spend a lot of time on these because really you've done these a number of times. So the C major scale, always start off with some scales just to get the fingers moving. All right, so let's do the C major and we're going to start that up here, aren't we, on that 3rd fret on the 5th string. But you know that because this is grade 1 and C major was done at debut grade, so you've done this. Okay, let's do it together. Are you ready? On the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll stop there. So remember, we're not really looking for speed at all in these scales. So I know some of you out there are probably watching going, I can do it quicker than that. I know you can, but you don't need to be quick on these scales, okay? They just need to sound lovely. They need to sound smooth. We need to hear every note nicely. Okay, so let's do it again. This time, we're going to come back up as well, as I know that some of you would have been expecting that anyway. So we're going to go down the scale and then back up again. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And it finishes on the 3 if we do it like that. Okay. Hello, Im. You're not late. Don't worry. You're absolutely fine. Right, so that's the C major scale. We'll do it one more time, and then we're going to go on to the A natural minor scale, which is also from the debut grade. So you've kind of done that a few times. All right, C major scale. Are you ready? Let's get those fingers in place to go. Again, all the way down and back up again, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. There we go. On the 3 there, and we have finished that one. Oh, I've got a couple of likes. That's nice, isn't it? Thank you very much. Right. A natural minor scale. So the A natural minor scale starts on your A note, which is your 5th string. That one. And this is the one that just goes open, 2, 3, open, 2, 3, open, 2. All right, just as a refresher there, just to remind yourselves of what we're doing. Hi there. Someone else saying hi in chats. Hi, Alfie, how you doing? Right, so let's do this then. The A natural minor scale, and we're going to go down it and back up. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, again, remember, we're not after speed at all there. Hi there, Corbin, how are you doing? You got on. Fantastic, good job. So we're not looking at speed, are we? Remember with this, and I know, as I said, a couple of you out there can play these scales faster than that, but what we really want is just a nice, smooth sound. Okay, let's do that A natural minor scale one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. right. Good job. So remember, if you're not sure about these scales or you just need to refresh your memory, you have got these in the back of your books. So if you've got the debut book still, they're in the back there, and the technical exercises, if you've got the grade 1 book on page 36. It's a great idea to have your books open during the lesson too, by the way, so you can actually look at your books and see what I'm talking about. And also remember, there's a video on all the scales from the debut grade, so that covers these two as well, the chords and some of the songs as well. So Redemption Song we're going to look at, there's a video on that. Okay, and Kaiden, hi Kaiden, how are you doing? Right, so the next one, some of you have done this, some of you might not have, but the E minor pentatonic scale. Sounds scary, huh? It's a big name. Don't worry, it's not hard at all. All right, so we're going to start here on the 4th string. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 2nd fret. All right, hold that there so you can see that. That's our starting point. That's an E note. So we're going to play that string. Then we're going to go to the string under it and play it open, and then the 2nd fret. All right, and then we're going to go down a string again and play it open, and then the 3rd fret. So far we've got this, right? Starting here on the 4th string, 2nd fret, 3rd string open, 2nd fret, 2nd string open, 3rd fret, and we just finish with our 1st string open, because that's an E note again, isn't it? So we've gone from E to E. All right, let's have another look at that then. So 4th string, 2nd fret, just there. Get close to the camera so you can see that easily. 3rd string open, and then 2nd fret, 2nd string open, and then 3rd fret, and then 1st string open. Okay, so let's have a go at playing that one. Here we go. Remember, just you can chat in the comments and that. I can see what you're chatting about. So if you want to refresh on any of that, or speed up or slow down, just let me know. Okay. All right. Here we go. So 1st finger on that 4th string, 2nd fret, and I'm going to count in again with a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We'll just stop there and go again. Getting this really easily. Excellent. Something's going right then. All right, here we go again on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. All right, so this time we're going to go down the scale and then back up it. And then we're going to move off the scales and onto some power chords. Yes, power chords. They sound cool, don't they? Well, we'll find out what they are in a minute, okay? Right, so let's start that scale again. On that E note on the 4th string, I'm going to go down, and remember, back up this time too. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Back onto that. Excellent, Corbin. Back up onto that E to finish. All right. Remember what this scale was called? I'm waiting. I can't wait too long. Right. That scale was the E minor pentatonic. Pentatonic. So if you think about a pentagon, it's got 5 sides. So penta just means 5. and tonic just means notes, really. So we're basically saying there are 5 notes in this scale. Yeah, they're great scales. They're really great scales to learn. The pentatonic scales are used in so much music: blues, rock, funk, loads and loads of stuff. They're really worth learning your pentatonic scales. All right, moving on. What were those chords called again? Those cool sounding chords. Those cool sounding chords are called power chords. Now these are used lots for rock, yeah, blues, lots of stuff. So again, worth learning and reasonably easy. So the thing is with power chords is they only use 2 notes. Okay? So the most we're ever going to really need for a power chord is 2 fingers. So that's what we're going to do to start with. We're going to start with this one. All right? That is a B power chord. Often these chords are written as a 5 chord. So what I mean by that is this one, which is a B, in your book would be written B5. Okay? So if you see a B5, that's what it means. So what is a power chord? I'm explaining that right now. Oh, no patience, Imogen. Right, anyway, so here we go. So we're going to put our first finger on the 5th string there on the 2nd fret. All right, remember, count from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I hold that right next to the camera, you'll see that nice and easily. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is use my 3rd finger and put that on the string below it. Okay, just there. Now what you should notice is that there is always going to be this gap here. Notice there's a fret gap between my fingers now. So that's on the 2nd fret, so that's on the 4th fret. All right? So that is a B5, and we're only playing 2 strings because we're only playing 2 note chords. So we're playing the 5th and the 4th string. So we're playing these 2 strings. All right? Sounds like that. Okay, have a go at that. That's a B5, a B power chord. And that's the trickiest one, really, that we need to do today. Okay, so we're going to go from that one to an A5. Now, an A5, all we need to do is take that finger off and then move this first finger down a string. Okay, then we're going to play the 5th and the 4th string. So we're not playing that top string. Okay, let's go back to that B. So we just move that finger up and then add our 3rd finger on that 4th fret. That's the B5 again. And then we're going to go back to the A. So let's move that finger down and take that one off. And that's the A5. Okay, right, let's do that one more time. I'm going to count. Okay, so I'm going to count 1, 2, as I always do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. What we're going to do is play the B5 after the first 4. So I'll count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4, B5, and then 2, 3, 4, A5. All right, I'll go a little bit slower than that. So let's get ready on that B5. Give you a second. So remember, 2nd fret, 5th string, 4th fret, 4th string. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. B5, 2, 3, 4. A5, 2, 3, 4. The next one we're going to do is just move that finger down again. And if you're following the pattern here, you'll know already that we're going to play just 2 strings, and that is the 4th and the 3rd this time. That is a D5. So we've got a B5, an A5, and a D5. Right, so a B, an A, and a D power chord. So let's just go from the beginning again. Right, back up to that B. Ah, yeah, see, getting confused now. The new material always confuses people a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go over the B5, the A5, and the D5 again. Okay, all right. So remember, the 5 just tells us it's this power chord, which is just a 2-note chord. So don't let the numbers confuse you too much. Okay, so a B5. So this chord is going to use just 2 notes, so we need 2 fingers for it. So we're going to go here on the 5th string, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then we're going to add our 3rd finger on the 4th fret, 4th string. All right, you got that one? That's the B5. And we're playing just the strings that the fingers are on. So that's the 5th and the 4th. All right, that's the B5. So play that, it should sound like this. Let me know if you're not okay with that one, if that one's confusing you. Right, but that's the B5. So the A5, from that position, we just move that 1st finger down 1 string. So we're now on the 4th string. Okay, we're playing the 5th string open. Okay, 5th string open, and then that 4th string as well. So it sounds like this. That's the A5. Let me know if the A5 is confusing you, okay? So we can work out what we need to cover. Right, then we just move that string, that finger, just moves down 1 string, and it will give us a D5 if we play the 4th string and the 3rd. Okay. Someone's guitar is sounding great, they're saying. That must just be these awesome power chords. All right, so let's go back to the B5 and we're going to play through that sequence. Okay, so we're going to go B5, A5, down for a D5. Okay, and we're going to do that after a count of 4 each time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, play. 2, 3, 4, play. Here we go. Fingers at the ready. So ready for that B. 1, 2, 3, 4, and B5, 2, 3, 4, and A5, 2, 3, 4, and D5, 2, 3, 4. All right, and that's all there is to it. In the exam, if you do the exam, you'll be asked basically just to play the sequence, and the sequence goes from the B5 to the A5 to the D5, and then back up again. Okay. All right. Hopefully, going over it again has cleared up some confusion if there was any. Let me know if you're still confused on that. We can look at it again later on. All right. Next session. Obviously, when I have a lesson with you, you can always ask me any questions about any of this stuff because I know it's not as easy when we're streaming because you can't just ask me straight away and I can't answer directly. All right. So we've covered C major scale, A natural minor scale, E minor pentatonic scale, and we've covered the power chords, the B5, the A5, and the D5. That's quite a lot of stuff we've done already. If you're keeping up, you're doing a good job, honestly. I know some of this stuff is new, so it can be a little bit confusing as well, can't it? Right, so let's go to Redemption Song. I think I've heard just about all of you now play the introduction to this really, really well. So I'm not going to worry too much about that one. The that's the introduction. We did that the other week, and we've done it in your lessons as well. And like I said, I've heard most of you, if not all of you, do a really, really good job on that. So I'm well impressed with you guys. Right, so the next bit is the strumming pattern. So the strumming pattern is just how we're going to move our hands when we're playing those chords. And again, some of you have been doing this pretty well as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go over that briefly. The chords we're going to use is the kind of easy G, because we only need to play the 4 strings. We don't need to play these top strings, so we don't need these fingers really. All right, so let's keep it simple. And we're going to play the G here. The next chord is the E minor. What page? Redemption Song is on page 20. Okay, so that's the G chord. Next is the E minor. Again, just 4 strings. Then we've got a C, a G again, and an A minor. Okay, so just spend a couple of seconds on your guitar and just play through those chords to remind yourself of them. So are you ready? We're going to do a G, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do an E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. And a C, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to a G, 1, 2, 3, 4. And an A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. All of these chords we've used before in lots of songs, so you should be quite confident with those ones. Now the strumming pattern is what we need to think about. Now this is how we're moving our hand up and down, right? So we are starting on a 1, so we're playing the 1. But when we're counting this, we're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and our hand is always going to move down on a number, so 1 and up on an and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, with a little bit of practice, this becomes very natural, but it is a bit weird at first, okay? So you just take your time with it and just count it carefully. Now, what we're playing on, if you've got a book with you, great idea to have a pencil handy as well, all right? So if you've got a pencil, you can kind of write some notes in as we go along. It's a great idea. So when we're playing these chords, we are playing on the 1, and then we're not playing on 2, we're playing on 2 and. So we're going to go like this. 1 and 2 and. All right? I'm doing really big movements to show you what I'm talking about, but you don't need to be waving your hand up and down quite so much as this, all right? So let's just do that bit. We're going to build up the bar, okay? So we're going to start on 1, and then we're going to play on the 2 and as well, playing up. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and on a G chord. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and again I'll count slower this time. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, now hopefully you've got that, because we're going to move on to the next one, which is on the 3 and. Okay, the and again. So again, it's going to be an upstroke, isn't it? So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, right, let's count that one. Are you ready? Get your finger on that G chord. We're going to go nice and slow again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Bit stuck. Okay, yeah, it's a tricky one. Is this the rhythm? So the rhythm, just need to follow through. Okay, so when you're counting, make sure you're moving your hand as well with the counter, right? So let's practice going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Don't even try to play the guitar at first if it's difficult, okay? Because you need to get used to just counting it and moving your hand at the same time. Because, like I said, it is a bit weird when you first start doing it. So let's do this together, okay? Just with the hand moving. Yeah, sorry, I've got a comment there. That's Imogen. I don't know what that means. Sorry, maybe you misspelt something there. The return, is it coming back up? All right, so we're going to go. Follow me with this one, okay? We're just going to move the hand. We're not even going to hit the strings. All right, are you ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, that's how we're counting it. When you're strumming it, a pick does make it a little bit easier because it's easier really than using your thumb to strum back up. And we're going to go on the 1 and the 2 and, all right? So make sure you're moving your hand all the time. 1 and 2 and. All right, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. Do that again, and then we're going to add the 3 and as well. And if it still is tricky for you, then don't worry, we'll deal with it next lesson, okay? When we have a one-to-one, so don't worry too much. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. That's where we got to. And then we're just going to add a 4 as well. So we're strumming on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? Let's have a go again. We're going to do the G chord. We're going to go all the way through the bar, so it'll play up to the 4 as well. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right? That is the strumming pattern that's used a lot in this song. So you really need to get that played well. Okay, you keep doing it until it feels natural. All right? That's just about all we've got time for. I can see a couple of you are going already. Yeah, that's kind of all we've got time for. So if that bit is tricky in any way, check out the video. So remember, on the website, so www.gothammusicschools.co.uk/lessons, guitar lessons there. This one, there is a video lesson on this, so you can go through it, and I go through every part on that. Apart from that, obviously, when we next have a lesson, just pick me up on any of the bits that you got stuck on, and we'll go through it again. So do not worry, you will get this, and it sounds awesome when you get it right. Okay? Right, yeah, that is it. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for all of those who chatted in the chat there. Chatted in the chat. Thanks anyway, right? Because it's great to see you all here, and I hope you're all doing well. All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Take care, okay? See you soon.